morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Hey, it's Friday morning. And ain't God good? And won't he do it? Oh, yes, he will. Oh, yes, he will. I know my listening partner said, Lee Craft, Lee Craft, Lee Craft. You say the same thing every morning. I'm going to say Enoch, Ewok, Enoch. That means y'all sure know what to say. Ricky, I mentioned when I pause a little bit.
Nope.
Really? I heard that. Ricky, how would you deal with a boss, Ricky, that every time you do something, even when you do it right, to him you still doing it wrong? Would it make you mad, Ricky?
Yeah.
But before we get started, if you have any comments or concerns, please email me at leecraftwhatever@gmail.com or go to Anchor, Spotify, YouTube, Facebook, all those beautiful apps. Look for the animated black man, the white beard, smiling and profiling. And finally, right now, y'all trying to size me up. No, Ricky, my time was off that time. But look, hey, that's like life, though, right? You say you got that boss, Ricky. He asked you to, have you ever worked in a warehouse before?
Warehouse, yeah.
You know how to drive a forklift?
Nah, never.
What you do?
Taught me how to do that.
What you do in a warehouse?
Use a forklift. No, not a forklift, but what's the thing called? Pallet jack. They got me doing that. Sort through mail, pushing the cart.
So what? That's pushing the car, right? Let's say you're pushing the car, right? Your boss comes and says, Ricky, you're not pushing that car right. What you gonna say?
There's only one way to push a cart. Forward.
I said, Ricky, you ain't pushing that cart right, Ricky. Now you are you talking back to me, Ricky?
I ain't talking back.
No, Ricky, you was talking back, Ricky. Matter of fact, Ricky, you fired. What you gonna say, Ricky?
I'll probably get a lawyer, pretty much.
Pretty much. Why you so calm, Ricky?
There's no point in acting out.
Really?
What's done is done.
Say you got a lot of people around you, Ricky.
Mm-hmm.
You have some friends at work?
Yeah.
Now say if I did that. Let's say, Ricky, you talk to your friends at work, right?
Mm-hmm.
I come to you and I just smack you in front of your friend. What you gonna do, Ricky?
Well, first thing I do is make sure everybody around us saw it and go straight to HR. And then just use them as witnesses. So hopefully I can, sue them, I guess.
Ricky, are you on my podcast? You talking to me?
No.
So you telling me that's what you gonna do? You gonna get mad at nothing?
Nope. I pray for them as well. But I'll probably sue the company.
Did we do a drug test, Ricky, before I finish this show? You high?
Nah.
I'm just saying, Ricky, even me, if my boss was coming in and smack me, now I might do the same thing you did now.
Yeah.
But I think I'd probably be a little heated, Ricky.
Yeah, I'll be mad. There's no doubt about that. But you gotta think about the bigger picture.
What's the bigger picture?
Shoot, sue the company. Won't have to work no more. Hey.
Who say you gonna win a lawsuit, Ricky?
How wouldn't I win a lawsuit?
Have you been watching the news lately? All these people that have been going have good cases and still losing.
Well, I guess I'll have to catch them after work then.
And do what? They'll smack you again?
You won't get a chance to smack me again.
I'm just saying, Ricky. Now, what I'm saying, Ricky, look, this is the thing, man. To me personally, I think I commend you for doing that if you was to do that. Mm-hmm. But like I said, now you're gonna try to catch me after work, Ricky, and something happened to that, man. That's premeditated, right?
Yeah, that'd be premeditated.
We don't do jail visits, Ricky.
Right.
Right what?
Right about that.
You think you survive in jail?
I think so. Yeah.
You think so? You know so.
I know so.
How long you think you gonna last, Ricky, before you get shanked?
Probably first week or two. I'm not falling for nobody,
I'm just playing, man. Like I said, man. Hey, you got the right attitude, man. It just things are crazy, man.
Yeah.
You can go to jail for the simplest thing, man, and you ain't did a doggone thing wrong and stuff. But Ricky, like I said though, man, sometimes you run into situations at work, right? Mm-hmm. Bosses do some slick stuff, and sometimes they try to do some things, especially if you say you're a good worker, right? And they don't care for you. Mm-hmm. They'll try to do something that and blame somebody else did something right, but they try to blame it on you. You know, and try to get you terminated. But if you was to get terminated and knowing something that you didn't do, how would you deal with that?
Well, my first thing that I'll probably do is just talk to God, talk to God about it. I think that's really the only thing you can do in this situation because once it's out of your hands, and there's really nothing you can do about it. Now you can talk to HR, but HR is on the side of the company, so it's really hard. Just gather evidence, I guess. Gather evidence so you can prove that it was wrongful termination.
See, that's the thing, Ricky. Would you come talk to me?
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you why. Um, if you were wrongfully terminated, right, and you didn't do anything wrong, you always have. See, people fail to realize one thing. They think that a boss is just coming in and say, "Hey, I don't want you here no more. You're fired."
Mm-hmm.
There's protocols to everything. You have to see, there's write ups. What do they call it? What do they call it now? What do you call it now?
Suspension?
No, not yeah. You got suspensions.
Mm-hmm.
You got a lot of things that you can do before you get to termination.
Reprimand.
Yeah, termination normally comes like say if you caught stealing something,
mm-hmm.
You caught fighting. You know, those are clear cut termination. But if you want to come in and fire somebody for you just say, hey, you pulled the wrong order, you picked the wrong line, stuff like that, and it's your first time doing that, you must first give it like a verbal warning, right? And somebody that don't like you, they're gonna take it straight from a verbal to straight out the door, and that's when you was go to like the EEOC or find one of these labor boards and everything, man, and let them know how you wrong for terminate, and just have your ducks in a row, and then they might offer you a job back, depends if you have a union there or not. And you might not want to go back. Depends on the situation. So sometimes if they pay you to stay away, you'll stay away. Mm-hmm. But what I was saying actually earlier though, I'm just having a little fun with it. I want people to know that when you're going through certain things on your job, sometimes you can feel like you're in a twilight zone and things do happen. How would you handle yourself if those things were to happen? See, what you did was something that I would have done because, like I said, it takes courage, man. It takes a lot of courage to just walk away. So you know what, I deal with that later. You know what I'm saying? But if you come do it again, you might give it the two chances. That God turn the other cheek, you come do it again. Mm-hmm. You got to really go ahead and defend yourself. And because like I said, even if it's on film or not on film, you got witnesses there say, hey, this man hit this man twice. Mm-hmm. So what does the man want the man do? To beat him till you kill him? Or beat him till you break arm or a leg? That's what I'm saying, man. See, a lot of times people, and we see in the news and everything, nobody wants to feel like they've been taken advantage of. Nobody wants to feel, man, I ain't no punk. Not fighting don't make you a punk. It takes more courage to walk away than it does sit there and do what you're doing. What you say that, Ricky?
Yeah, like not all the time your feelings are right, so it's good to just move away from the situation and come back and think with a level head. Maybe you'll regret what you did in that moment, so it's just best to just take a deep breath and just, talk to God about it. I don't think you can do.
Now you talking to God, right? While you talking to God, this man just grabbed you by your collar and started choking you. What you gonna say?
At that point, you gotta defend yourself. Yeah. At that point, no.
You can tell God, hold on for a minute. I gotta do something real quick. I got to lay hands on him, God, like you lay hands on Pharaoh. You know what I'm saying? But I do understand, man. But like I said, though, I just want people to understand that sometimes, the consequences of everything, and everything, you don't have to respond to what people are doing. Now, sometimes you got to react, but you have to respond to everything they're doing to you, trying to get you to get out of your comfort zone and stuff and do something wrong. Because people will provoke you. Just because they're provoking you don't mean you have to, fall into that trap. So, Ricky, get the viewers and listen to something, Ricky, that carry the rest of the week, Ricky, on high, to be that godly man and just, say, well, you know what? I'm going to pray for you. Just walk away.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'd say the first step is just to be patient. Just to think about it as the way I think about it is it's not actually them that's really doing to you. It's what's behind that. Like I don't think it's necessarily them. Like it could be just maybe they're having a bad day. Could be something going wrong in their life and they just taking that anger out on you. I feel like everybody can just be more like Jesus and patient. Just be more patient with people, you know. I feel like in the Bible, you know, Jesus was patient with everyone, even with the lady at the I say he been patient with a lot of ladies. Let's see, patient with the lady at the well, patient with the woman who grabbed his garment and who was healed instantly. I feel like you just gotta be more patient. You don't know what people are going through. They could be going through the worst day of their life and they just need help. So
But they worst day shouldn't be your worst day, Ricky.
yeah.
That's all I'm saying, man. And you did do everything with level head. Like I said, like you grown a lot, man. It takes, like I said, it takes more courage to sit there, man, just analyze the situation, man. Because like I said, you got a lot to lose. Because you don't know who's gonna testify on your behalf. Because people will become cowards. Because like I said, back in my day, man, going to deal with the powers that be. Put a group of us going up there talking to the bosses, and when I went through the door, it was just me and God. Everybody else had ran away, but I kept on. I went forward, man, and did what I had to do. So, but like I said, man, that it takes courage to face those things that are kind of blocking you away from getting where you need to be. And once people see that in you, man, and see you're gonna fight with your brain versus your fist. They're gonna look at you totally different. Then we start looking at me totally different. He's a thinking man. A thinking man is a dangerous man. You know what I'm saying? So, that ain't Ricky.
Yep.
Well, Ricky, like I said, I want to tell you, thank you again for coming on the show, Ricky. Like I said, I know sometimes y'all don't like coming on the show because you're not getting paid. Huh? I know that. Hey, it ain't all about the money, Ricky. It's all about the timing. So, but like I said, but it's also about helping people to grow and do certain things too, man. Like I said, get your word out there, man. For us, hey. You don't have to accept these certain things that's going on in the workplace, but at the same time, man, there's other ways that you can deal with it without becoming physical. You know what I'm saying? Because you got consequences. Because like me as a young man at your age, I thought about my wife and my children. You know, everything that I do not only affects me but affects them too. So I took a lot of stuff, man. I took a lot of verbal abuse, man. All those things, man. And I'm telling you what happened, Ricky. At the end of the day, man, the guy said, man, Lee, I would have jumped on him. I would have whooped this blank. I said, well, that was you. But when I did what I did, you know, and Kim said, Lee, you did the right thing. So people tell you what they do, they be just be lying. So when you got God with you, man, you gonna handle your business, man, do what you gotta do, man, because they gonna talk regardless. Whatever going, they gonna talk regardless. So if that's it, Ricky, that's it.
That's it.
All right, thank you, Ricky, for on the show. Well, this is Lee Craft. This is my podcast. What if you have any comments or concerns, please email me at leecraftwhatif@gmail.com. One band, one sound. Together, we got an opportunity to turn the whole world around. But in order to have a real conversation, what you got to have, Ricky? You got to have real people, Ricky. You got to start with the show, Ricky. You got to have real people if you want to have a real conversation. Have a blessed day, and please find time and make time to tell God thank you. Thank you, Ricky. What you got to have again, Ricky?
Real people.
Well, you got to say that with some enthusiasm.
All right, real people. Real people.
Hey, thank you, Ricky. Y'all have a blessed day.